The latest polling from Reuters has some really good news for Democrats in Congress. It, at the same time, also has some really bad news for Democrats in Congress. And the good news is that the number of Americans who believe that we should go ahead and start the impeachment process against Donald Trump has risen in just the last 3 weeks from 40% to 45%. A 5% increase in just 3 weeks in the number of people who think, yep, you know what, let's go ahead and start those impeachment proceedings. It is beyond time to do it. There is a caveat to that specific piece of data, and I'm going to get to that in just a moment, but I want to hit on the bad news for Democrats, and that is the majority of people in this country also think that the ongoing investigations into Donald Trump, the many investigations into Donald Trump, are preventing Congress from actually doing other work. Now, there is also a caveat to that one, and I'll go ahead and give you that caveat. The caveat is that that's because people aren't paying attention. Things are actually getting done in Congress, and I know you have people like Matt Gaetz out there saying like, oh, stop these investigations, we should all be working. Well, guess what? The Democrats are working. Bernie and AOC just put out phenomenal legislation yesterday. What have you done, Matt Gaetz, other than try to make yourself famous by going on TV every opportunity you get? See, Democrats are still working. They're trying to lower prescription drug prices, trying to rein in Wall Street greed, trying to help Americans with pre-existing conditions remain covered under their health insurance plan, which all but 4 Republicans in the House of Representatives voted against yesterday. So Democrats are still working, even while these investigations are going on. And I wish the public understood that. Okay? Work is not just not getting done because these investigations are taking place. That is a myth. Hopefully the public wakes up to it. Back to the first point. As I said, the number of people who say go ahead with impeachment has increased 40 to 45% in 3 weeks. This poll was conducted Monday. What has happened since Monday? Well, let's go through the list. House committee voted to hold Barr in contempt. That's now heading to a full House. Donald Trump invoked executive privilege, saying, I'm not going to release the full Mueller report. Steve Mnuchin refused to release Donald Trump's tax returns, even though he was legally obligated to do it. Donald Trump Jr. was issued a subpoena by the House Intelligence Committee because they're pretty sure that he lied under oath. So we've seen a string of illegal activity from this administration even since this poll was conducted a few days ago. So I am willing to bet at this point that the number, if you took that poll today, would be a little bit higher than 45%. So that's, I guess you would call it, a little bit of extra good news for Democrats. More bad news for Democrats, though, is that they don't know what the hell to do. You have some in Congress right now, some Democrats who are saying, why are we not impeaching? Let's do this. We've got the info. We know what's happened. We see what he's doing. Hell, just based on what he's done this week, we could impeach. You add in the campaign finance violations, the withholding of bank records, the likelihood that he lied and committed bank fraud with Deutsche Bank to get loans from them. We've got this in the bag, folks. Yeah, we're not going to convict and remove in the Senate, but put that scarlet letter of I for impeachment on his chest that he will wear for the remainder of his life. Let's do it. And then you have the leadership who, okay, maybe they're a little more mature, maybe they're a little more nuanced. Nancy Pelosi's out there telling us like, we gotta, we're not gonna go faster than the facts allow us. We're not gonna go slower than the facts allow us. We're taking this one fact at a time. Because Pelosi does understand, and it annoys me, but I get it at the same time. You gotta be careful with this. You get one shot. If she doesn't want to blow it. She doesn't want to blow Democrats' chances in 2020. But I think she's looking at it incorrectly. I think if you want to blow the chances in 2020, show the American public that you don't care about law and order, that you don't want to hold Trump accountable. Because these poll numbers are going to keep ticking up. The more Donald Trump does potentially illegal stuff, people are going to want that impeachment. They're going to want it now. And you'd better be ready for that. But you also don't want to seem like you're just reactive because, a majority want it now? Okay, we'll do it now. Get the ball rolling now. The people will come on board later, I promise you. But this has to be done. This isn't political revenge. This isn't, let's take this son of a bitch down. No. This is about upholding the law of the United States and showing the president and everyone else in his administration that they are not above the law. If you fail to do this, instead of it being a scarlet letter on Trump for the remainder of his days, it will be a scarlet letter on you. The Democrats have the upper hand. They have the information. They can gather more information as an impeachment investigation and hearing goes on. But the time is now. Every day you waste is a day you don't get back. And that's a one day closer to the 2020 election, meaning that this may not even be wrapped up before then. It has to be. Do it now. The people will come on board later. Don't worry about that. Worry about fulfilling your oath of office. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.